Hello everyone, a very good evening to all. Welcome everyone in this session. Can you all confirm me? Am I properly audible to you? My slide is visible or not? Is everything okay? Kindly confirm me those who are watching right now and on YouTube also. All right, I hope everything is okay. All right. Okay, so let's start the first class of capsule batch, that is lecture first. So total we have 5 lectures, and in these 5 lectures we have to complete all the 4 modules A, B, C, D. So we'll start with module A, then B, then C, and then finally we will proceed with our last module, that is D. All right, so let's start the first lecture. And those who are watching this session on YouTube, I highly request you to please do subscribe the channel. Watch the entire session. If you feel sessions are helpful to you, then you can hit a like button as well as share it with others so that they may also get the benefit of revising these units. All right, so let's start class 1 of marathon session of capsule batch paper, third paper, that is AB. Okay, so those who have not yet enrolled in our capsule batches, talking about those who are watching on paid class, they can enroll in our capsule batch. So you will be getting 5+ hours of live marathon sessions. Then 360-degree study kit will be provided to you for revision. And this session is entirely in English medium. All right, so let's start with the very first slide of management. So what is management? So management, we all know that it means how to manage people, how to manage organization. It is the process, the organization, they make plans for the achievement of their organizational goals. They organize those activities, they assign the activities to each and every individual. So it is what? It is the process of planning, okay, deciding in advance what to do, how to do, when to do. Then decision making is done by the top management. Then organizing means assigning duties. All right, so different individuals on the basis of their capability. Leading, guiding, motivating. So these are the part of directing and controlling the human resource, the technical resource, the financial resource, so that one can achieve their organizational goals efficiently and effectively. So this is all about the basic definition of management. All right. So see, we know that we have studied earlier that management, it comprises total 5 functions. All right, planning, organizing, staffing, directing, and controlling. So these are the basic 5 functions of management, but Henry Fayol has given these functions of management in a bit different way. Although the content, everything is same, the meaning is also same, just he has given some different name. So management means what? Management, according to Henry Fayol, means to forecast and plan. The planning comes over here. Then second is to organize, means organizing. Okay, commanding means commanding comes here like directing. To coordinate, that is the fourth. And last is what? That is fifth is control. So likewise, these management 5 functions. So Henry Fayol has given in some different ways. All right, so levels of management. So total we have 3 levels of management. Top, middle, operational. Operational is also known as supervisory level as well as the low level. Okay, who are the people who work under top management, middle management? So all the executive level people, they work under the top management, like CEO, CMO, CFO, COO, then CTO, okay, managing director. So all the executive level person will work under top. Then middle level, it consists of all the branch head people, all the divisional head people. So branches like marketing manager, different departments are there: purchase department, sales department, operations, finance department. And low level means the supervisory level. So supervisors are there, foreman, clerk, junior managers, and inspectors are. So these work at low level, and these will guide further the labor class people. So we can say low level, we can say supervisory operational level, and next those level is what? That is the low level. So it consists of the labor class people, the skilled, unskilled labor. So total 5 functions of management are planning, organizing, staffing, directing, controlling. Planning means deciding in advance what to do, how to do. Organizing means grouping of all the activities, assigning tasks to individuals. Staffing simply means putting the right people at the right place, putting right person at the right place. Like for example, okay, suppose there are different people. Now these people, this person is good in finance, this person is good in managing human resource, this person is good in marketing. So if I keep this person, this marketing person who is good in marketing, if I keep this person in the finance department, whether this person will perform well? No. Why? Because this person is having more capability to do the marketing functions well. So if I allot this person to the HR department, to the finance department, or to the operation department, might this person may not perform well in future. Why? Because this person does not have that expertise. So staffing simply means keeping the right people at the right place, or we can say placing right people, not putting, placing right people at the right place. All right. Directing simply means guiding the people, motivating the people so that they can perform their best. And controlling means monitoring the activities. So far, what the managers, what the individuals they have done in planning, organizing, staffing, directing. So all these four activities, the controlling will monitor the activities, whatever has been done under these four different functions of management. So whether the planning which we have done, have we executed those plans properly? Have we organized activities properly? Have we placed the right people at the right place? Have we motivated employees? So this is what we will monitor in controlling. Now, next, different management thought and approaches are there. So, like no two individuals are same. So just like no two managers are same in companies. So every managers they have different thought and they have different approaches. So various management thought is classified into six categories: classical, traditional, systematic school of management; third, neoclassical, or it is also known as behavioral; classical is also known as traditional; fourth is contingency; fifth is quantitative, it is also known as management; and the contemporary school of management, that is the sixth one. So quantitative school of management, what it says, the quantitative or management science. So from the word itself, it is clear that it focuses more on the mathematical tools and statistical tools. So statistical and mathematical tools are used to solve any kind of managerial level problem under quantitative. Next, classical or traditional, what it says that the company should use more and more technology. If company will use the technology, the latest technology, then work can be done in an efficient manner. Then people can work in more effective manner. So the production is entirely based on the new and updated technology. System School of Management, it says that the organization should have to focus more on their external environment. Why? Because external environment are those factors under this, those external factors are there which are uncontrollable. So we need to check them, we need to analyze them well in advance. How we can interact with the external forces. So what are the external forces? Like customers, the suppliers, the competitors, the political instability, then economic trend, the taste and preference of individuals. So these are what? These are the external factors. Then neoclassical and behavioral, again from the name behavioral, it consists of that how, what is the attitude of people, how two different people they are coming to the conclusion, how we motivate the individuals, what are the relations between them, are they having good relation or bad relation. Contemporary means what? That is of current position. So contemporary school of management means that in current situation, what is the current situation of the market? Nowadays, nowadays companies they are producing products according to the customer. Yes, customer oriented products are there. So contemporary school of management says that we should focus more on the quality of the product rather than its quantity. So quality should be standardized. And contingency says that no one size fits all. Means if you are using any method, it doesn't mean that the same method is used for another work or that same method will be used by another company. So different individuals are there, different mind thought are there, different opinions are there. So we have to choose according to their method. So adapt to the external environment, adapt to the outside factors. Why? Because no one size fits for all. That is the contingency school of management. I guess it's this one is not visible to you. Yes, done. Now, next is so classical or traditional school. What it says that it focuses more on the structural and also the technical aspect. I told you earlier that this traditional school of this classical school of theory says that the managers should focus, the company should focus more on the use of technology. Why? So that the efficiency can be increased. It says all about the integrated and centralized system means a centralized system should be there. So all the authority should be taken by a central person that is the top managers. More emphasis should be on production. Why? Because we are using new technology. So if we are using new technology, then it is mandatory that our production should be high. Otherwise, there is no need of using this high technology if we are not focusing more on our production. Concentration should be on correcting the mistakes. If any deviations are there, if any mistakes are there, so focus more on them. How to rectify those mistakes. This school of thought based on accounting model, very important. Why accounting model? It says that whatever principles, whatever accounting principles the company has used, the company should follow that. So a company is maintaining accounts following the accounting principles only. Like if you are using for depreciation, if you are using straight line method. So through the entire year, you have to use SLM only. You cannot shift to WDV method, written down value method. So this is what based on the same accounting model. Equal weightages should be there to different types of jobs and employees. If two jobs are of the same nature, then equal weightage is given. If two jobs are of the different nature, then different weightages are given. And assuming employees continuity, so the company should assume that their employees will retain in their company for a longer period of time. No matter how many changes the company is bringing, no matter how many modifications the company are doing, their employee will always retain in their company. All right, so classical or traditional, all the same. Accounting model, centralized system, heavy concentration on errors. Okay, values the production over people. System school of management given, propounded by whom? Cairds and Vaughan. And this says about the open school of management. System school of management means open means that the company should be open to their internal and external environment. Handling the external situations as well. External situations means those situations which are uncontrollable by the company. The company cannot control them. Can you control the taste and preference of your customers? No, you cannot control them. Can you control depression of the economy? Can you control inflation? So these are what? These are the uncontrollable. So you have to analyze them before taking any decision. So it facilitates the interaction between organization and outside forces. So how the organization is interacting these external factors. And as the economy shifts, as the economy changes according to that, the organization should also change itself. Then we have behavioral school of management. So it talks about the human relation perspective and psychological perspective. Human relation means the people should have good relation within them. They should work in team. They should work in group. They should have good collaboration and better communication. And psychological perspective says that if the individuals are motivated, then only they can perform more better. If they are demotivated, then surely a time will come when they will be no longer a part of your company. So it focuses on what are the internal drivers, okay, and how to provide motivation to individuals. So for that, we have different motivation theory, although we will study more about in directing chapter also. All right, so Maslow's hierarchy of need theory given by whom? Abraham Maslow. Full name is Abraham Maslow. So Abraham Maslow says that the human needs, these are to be fulfilled in a fixed hierarchical pattern. Fixed hierarchical pattern means that a hierarchy has to be followed and that should be fixed. It's not that the individual is fulfilling first the physiological needs, then esteem needs, then love and belonging, then self-actualization. No. It has to go from the fixed pattern starting from basic to advanced. So first need what the individual needs to fulfill, the food, water, shelter. Okay, so these are what the basic level of need like food, water, shelter. These are the basic level of needs that individual has to fulfill. After fulfilling this need, now the individual is motivated to achieve their second level of need, that is safety. Individual says that, okay, I have food also, I have water also, I have shelter also, I have good clothes to wear also. Now I need a more secure job in my life. So safety needs comes, love, stability in their life, health and financial security. Then third level of need, once this need is fulfilled, see, in Maslow hierarchy of need theory, If one need is fulfilled, now that the need which is fulfilled, it will no longer motivate you. The other need which has yet to be fulfilled, that will motivate you. Like if you have fulfilled this need, now this need will no longer motivate you. The other need will motivate you. So safety needs, once it's fulfilled, now you are motivated to achieve the third level of need, that is love and belonging. Now you need your own family, your friends, your social group. Once this need is fulfilled, now you are motivated to fulfill your fourth level of need, that is esteem. At this point of time, now you want that people should give you recognition, they should acknowledge you, they should give you self-respect. So you want acknowledgement from others. And the final level of need, that is the last level of need, is self-actualization. So this is the ultimate achievement of life. Ultimate achievement of life. Now I want nothing else except this. So self-actualization is the final achievement of the life that people wants. The final thing the people want to achieve in their life. So desire to accomplish everything that one can to become the most that one can. So this is the highest level of need that has to be fulfilled. Now, next type of need is all about the X and Y theory. Who has given X and Y theory? Douglas McGregor. So it says all about the, like when you were in school, okay, in school you were having two types of student. Okay, one student was very active in class. One student always reaches school early. That student always complete his or her homework on time. Okay, always wants to become monitor or always participate in the different curriculum activities. Always stood first in the class. Okay, that is one type of student. Now another type of student who is very dormant, who does not want to study, who does not want to come school on time, who is always late, who does not complete his homework, or who always fail in the class. That is another type of student. So similar to these type of student, the company they have these type of employees, and that is named as theory X and theory Y. So theory X employees are those employees which comes under the second type of student. They dislike work, they are dormant, they are lazy, they are unambitious, they don't have any ambition in their life, they are self-centered, selfish, they avoid responsibility. These employees are okay if their two levels of need are fulfilled. Means they have good home, okay, they have food, shelter, water, and they have a job. Uh, uh, Only two level of needs, they are okay with fulfilling two levels of need, physiological and safety. Such kind of individuals, such kind of employees, they always want that someone pushes them to work. Okay, someone always supervise them, someone always guide them. Then only they will do their work. So they lack self motivation and they lack creativity. On the other hand, all the opposite characteristics the theory X involves. They are ambitious, capable of directing their own behavior. They take responsibility. They are more creative. They want to fulfill all their five levels of need. They are self-directed. They are self-controlled. They are self-motivated, and they are self-motivated. So these are all the different characteristics of theory X and theory Y. No, not every point will be covered in capsule batch. So it's not your the foundation batch where we will be covering each and every point. Only the important, the relevant topics are covered in capsule batch because we have to complete the entire syllabus in 5 days, in 10 hours, 10 to 12 hours. So not each and every point will not be covered. But 80% of your syllabus will be covered in capsule batch. Now, next is the motivation and hygiene theory. So, motivation hygiene theory given by whom? Hertzberg has given this theory. And what are the other names of this theory? Two-factor theory. Then we have dual factor theory. This is the first name, two-factor theory, dual factor theory, and Hertzberg theory. Third. Now, Hertzberg theory, motivation and hygiene theory, it says that Hertzberg has said that there are certain factors that create satisfaction and dissatisfaction among employees. Okay, so what is satisfaction and dissatisfaction among employees? He says that absence of hygiene factors, HF hygiene factors. Absence of hygiene factors create dissatisfaction. And second is presence of motivation presence of motivation factors creates satisfaction. It means what? If hygiene factors are not present in the organization, what would be the hygiene factors like uh, the salary, okay, the work culture. Okay, I have given the yes. So relationship with peers, company policies, physical workspace, working conditions, salary, status. So these will come under hygiene factors. Means if these are absent in your company, then they will create dissatisfaction. Like for example, every month you were receiving your salary on time. Okay, you were neither satisfied nor dissatisfied. But if any month you have not received your salary, so what will happen? You will become dissatisfied that it's the first date has been extended or fifth date has been extended, but still we have not received our salary. So this is what it will create dissatisfaction. Every month you were receiving, nothing were happening to you, but in 1 month you have not received your salary, you were dissatisfied. Or working condition like every day you were visiting your office, you are saying your system, okay, your chair, your mouse, and everything is in the good working condition. One day you went to the office, you have seen that your system is in the bad condition. You were not offered tea and snacks in the evening. So the floor was also very untidy. So what will happen? Certainly you will become dissatisfied. So what it says that if these are not present, then individual will become dissatisfied. If these are present, like you have achieved something big, okay, you have not achieved, still you were doing your work every day, but one day you have achieved something big, you have completed your project on time. Now the boss has given you recognition, okay, in front of others. So you have achieved something big, so it will certainly create satisfaction, it will satisfy you, and it will motivate you to do more and more. The recognition, your work itself will satisfy you, job advancement opportunities. So if these are present, they will motivate you. Clear? So this is all about the high motivation and hygiene factors. It says that there are certain elements within a workplace that lead to job satisfaction, and there are certain elements within a workplace that leads to job dissatisfaction. So what leads to job satisfaction? That is, if motivation is present, it will satisfy you. And dissatisfaction, that is absence of hygiene factors. Here presence of motivation and here absence of hygiene factors. No, this is not mixed language class. This is completely in English medium. If you want to watch the mixed language class, then you can watch the Pradyuman sir class. Okay, that session will be in bilingual, means in Hindi and English both. All right, now next, some of the studies was conducted. Okay, now what study was conducted? Who has conducted the study? What was the topic? Where it was conducted? When it was conducted? See, so studies was conducted on the behavior of leader. It was conducted when it was conducted in the year 1953. By whom it was conducted? Definitely some researchers will conduct the study. They will do the experiment, and this was conducted to test the behavior of leaders. That in different companies, in different organization, what is the behavior of leader. So the researcher have conducted the study in two different universities. One is Ohio State University, second is University of Chicago. Why this study was conducted? So to know that whether there is any difference between two universities or two companies or two organizations, just to know this. So it was found that everything was same, just names were different. So in Ohio State University, researchers, they have done the study on consideration leader behavior. What is the behavior of leader? So it was found that all the universities, okay, they always work to develop good rapport with their subordinates. Good rapport means good relation within the people working in their company, working in their organization, in their department. And they should have good interpersonal relation. Interpersonal means relation between two or more people. So it shows the support and concern for people in consideration leader behavior. Next research was conducted on structure leader behavior. Structure leader behavior means how the task will be completed in the university. So people believe that if there is proper structure made, a proper planning is done, proper organizing is done, then only the goals can be achieved. This is the study that was conducted in Ohio. Now, same type of study was conducted in university and the result was same. Just the names were different. Here the consideration leader behavior, here the relation oriented behavior. Now, what is the relation oriented behavior? That social interactions are there. People have to develop good relations among themselves, then only they can achieve the target specified by the company. Then mutual respect and trust is there. And in task oriented behavior, that is, everyone has to move in the same direction to achieve the task. It emphasizes more on planning. It defines the priorities, which task is more important, which work is more important. All right, so these are the differences between two universities, Ohio and University of Chicago. And it was found that the result were same, just the names were different. Then all about the TQM, Contemporary School of Management. So it talks about the TQM. TQM means total quality management. That the quality has to be maintained. So who has given this TQM? Edward Deming has given. He has given 14 principles of TQM. And these are also known as Deming's 14 points. So it talks about how to improve the quality of the product and enhance the productivity in the organization. So total quality management, its four main elements are there. Four main elements and 14 principles. Four elements are there and 14 principles are there. What are the four main elements? That is employee involvement. Why? Because we are talking about the quality. So if people are involved, then only they can tell that, okay, this quality is good or this quality is worse. So employee involvement is very important because we are focusing on quality. So to whom we will provide the quality wise products? We will provide to the customer. So the customer oriented products should be made. Or a customer oriented. Then the standardization is very, very important. Standardization means that is the product should be of good quality. And engagement is there. So the employees should engage. Okay, they should because see they are working at the ground level. They are directly relating to the customer. They are directly talking to the customer. So they know well that what customers demand, what are the desires, what are the wish of the customer. So accordingly, that the products will be made. So engagement and close monitoring is important. So these are the four elements of TQM. Now, what are the 14 principles of TQM? These all are the 14 principles. What it says, create a constant purpose towards improvement means that the company should always work on improving themselves. If the company has stopped on any of the thing, then there is no development of the company. So company should always move towards the improvement. Adopt new philosophy means always follow new methods. Don't just wait that you will use old methods or you will do this production with the old method only. No. Adopt new technology, adopt new methods. Stop depending on inspection. Inspection means if the company feels that my product is not of good quality, okay, is there is any issue in this product, then the company should take quick action on that product. Don't wait for the inspection period that when the inspection will come, when then mistakes will be found, then we will fix those mistakes. No. So build quality in the process instead of fixing mistakes later. Do it now. Stopping lowest bid system means if you are buying raw material from the cheap suppliers, cheap raw material, then you cannot make standardized product because you are talking about the quality. So use proper raw material, good raw material, the quality wise products. Introduction of all round development. So there should be the development of each and every part of the company, not only certain departments. Instituting on the job training means train your employees, okay, develop skills so that they can perform the work well. Instituting leadership means there should be a leader, there should be a manager at the top who should guide all other people, who should give the mentorship to the other workers. Driving out fear means the managers should be participative, they should be supportive. If managers are very strict, then people they will not going to speak in front of you, they will not going to share their ideas, they will not going to give any suggestions if you are a strict manager. So create a safe place where people can share their ideas. Breaking down barriers means if anything goes wrong in the company, so it's not the one person mistake, it's the entire team mistake. So entire team has involved in it, entire company has involved. So don't play blame game, work on that matter and try to solve the problems. Eliminating exhortations means you don't just say big things, try to show them. Eliminating arbitrary numerical targets. If you are focusing on quality of the product, then you cannot expect that the speed should also be high. No, if you are maintaining the quality, it will take time. So don't set the numerical targets that you have to complete it by end of day, you have to complete it by end of the month. No, if you are working on quality, give time to workers. Permitting pride of workmanship, let the workers feel proud of themselves that they are working on the quality, they are also working very hard. Encourage education means keep learning new skills to improve work. Uh, New programs should be initiated, like learning management should be there, knowledge management should be there, where workers can develop new skills. And action for achieving transformation that everyone should participate if any changes are happening. All right, so these are all the 14 principles of TQM. Have you purchased the CIIB Super Elite? If you have purchased a super elite pack, then you can shift to bilingual classes. No extra payment is there. So in super elite, you will be getting the access of both the classes, English medium also and bilingual also. And if you have purchased separately this pack, then talk to the support team if you want to watch the session in bilingual. All right. Now, next is all about the learning organizations. What is learning organization? Learning organization is a place where everyone comes together, they learn together, they share their knowledge together, they try to find the solution to the managerial level problems, and the learning becomes a continuous action for them. So everyone helps in finding and solving problems. Organization also improves and learn continuously. So five disciplines of learning organization are very important. That is personal mastery. Personal mastery means try to improve yourself continuously. Okay. If you have any, if you are lacking on any skills, so try to develop that. Otherwise, the other person will come and they will work in your place well. So it's better to to do improvements in yourself. So each employee improves themselves continuously. Learn new skills, improve time management. Shared vision means that everyone should come along. They should work. See, if they are working on the same goals, on the same objectives, then they should give the ideas, they should give the suggestions. So everyone in the organization shares same goals and vision. Means everyone should move in the same direction only. Mental models means mental model, it basically says what are your beliefs, what are your assumptions. See, every person has come from different background, different religion, they have different customs, they have different moral values. So it's important to recognize their own assumptions and beliefs. So it is open to change. So anyone can adapt anything, anyone can go for anything. So we have always done it this way. Replaced, let's try a better method. So if you are following or if you are following this method, okay, a new person came, he suggested something new, let's do it with that method. So we should always be open for accepting new challenges and new changes. Team learning means the collaboration that everyone should grow together, they should come together, they should learn together. And system thinking means don't work on the on any particular department or any particular you can say function. Okay, try to look in the entire matter. So look at the big picture rather than just individual parts. Like different departments are there in company. So don't go for that for one separate department, like for HR department, marketing department, finance department. So all the department are the part of the company. So go for that. Okay, try to create value for the entire company, not for a single department. So learning organization is what where everyone learns, grow, they come together, they try to solve the problems and they improve continuously. Now, next is all about the business model. So this is very important. See, every organization is different. Some organization they work for a product. Okay, they provide product related benefits. Some organization they provide services. Some organization they work in partners. Some organization their main target is to provide the benefit to the customer. So business models they are the key part of management And in this, through this, managers will create value, they generate revenue and manage their cost. So how company is managing their cost with limited resources, how company is doing their business, and how company is creating the value is the part of business model. So different business model are there. First is the solution providing business model. Like there are some companies which works like consultancy services. They provide services to the employees. They provide services to the clients, to the customers. So business earns by giving expert advice or solving client problem. So revenue comes from the fees which they are charging from the client, which they are charging from the customer by giving them guidance, by giving them mentorship, by providing them customized solution. Second type of business model is the profit pyramid. So profit pyramid business model is what? In this, the company offers a low priced product to attract customers. And then the company is making profit from their premium product. Like example is Disney has used the cartoon characters. Cartoon characters, if you will see, it is on the kids shirt, okay, in t-shirt, in water bottles, in a bag, in lunch. So the characters are displayed, okay, there, and through this the company is earning the profit. So company has offered the low price product and then to attract the customers, and then company is charging from another product the high prices, then earns more from premium high margin product. So like Disney use the cartoon characters in movies, theme parks are there, merchandise means the product. Then multi-component system model. Multi-component means the company is providing one core product plus one subsidiary product. Subsidiary, we can say complementary product. So what company is doing? Company is earning from their complementary product, not from their core product. For example, Gillette razors. See, individual, the person will buy razor one time, two time, but the individual will buy its blade several times. So company is making profit from their complementary products, that is blade, not from their core product, that is razor. Similarly, HP printers. So printer you will purchase one time, but you will purchase its ink, that is cartridge, several times. So cartridge is costly, whereas HP printers, the printers are comparatively at a reasonable price. So here multi-component system means the company is making profit from the several part of the product. Then switchboard model is the model where the company they try to connect buyers and sellers. Like we have Amazon, Myntra. So here buyers are also there, sellers are also there. Whichever product you like, you buy from that, and you will be provided the product at your doorstep. So here connection is there between two or more parties, that is buyer and sellers, like Amazon, Flipkart. Efficiency model, what it says that efficiency means how quickly you are doing. So this model says that wait for the market to get mature. Okay, you have made the product, you want to launch that product, but it's not the right time to launch the product. Wait for the market to get mature. Wait for the market. If there are less competitors, then launch your product. So this model just waits for the market to get mature and it enters with the low cost product, low margin product. So if you will launch with a low margin, low cost product, okay, from your competitors, then certainly customers will be attracted to your low cost product and your sale will be high. You can gain a lot of market share. So it will what? It is better than competitors. It will improve the productivity. Blockbuster model is what? Here the company is making profit with few products, with few big hit products, like any movies is there, okay, any web series is there, so it's part 2 coming, part 1 coming, 3 coming, 4 coming. So company is making with few movies or with few games, with few books, the high profit. Entrepreneurial model is what? In this, it is mainly for the startup company. So startup companies are those companies which has the potential to grow in future, which has a scalable product that they can, their product is scalable, their product has high potential to grow. So here, new ideas are converted means any new idea is there, any new product is there, a unique product is there. So entrepreneurial model works for the start. And de facto industry standard model is what? Here free products are offered at a very low price and then suddenly you will increase the price of the product. So de facto industry like Geo. Okay, Geo SIM. So initially Geo SIMs they were offered free to the customers and then the Geo has charged the price. Okay, 3 month price, 6 month price. So that is de facto industry standard model. All right. Next, we have advertisement model. So here, company will make profits through the ads, through running ads like on YouTube, okay, on apps, different apps are there, social media platforms. So ads are running, and the company is earning profit from them. Time model. It basically says the how quickly the research and development is happening in any company. So if company is based on the time model means they are involved in more research, in more exploring things, and more development is happening. So revenue is based on the time spent more in R&D. So charging per hours, day, project duration. So some project is taking 6 months. So the amount is charged, revenue is created from the 6 month product. Some projects are based on 2 months only, so revenue is earned from this 2 months product. So that is time model. It is based on completely research and development. Okay, this all we have done. Any doubt in business model, either on YouTube? Everything is clear so far. All right, next we have all about environmental sustainability, all about sustainable development goals. Okay, see, sustainable development goals, these goals were made. Why these goals were made? Because previously these goals, the Millennium Development Goals were there. In Millennium Development Goals, total 8 goals were made for the environmental sustainability. But due to any reason, these goals were not accomplished. So after that, the Sustainable Development Goals came, and what is the agenda for this? That is transforming our world. That is the agenda for SDGs. And it is decided that by the end of 2030, all the 17 goals have to achieve. So in SDGs, we have total 17 goals. All right, what are the different 17 goals? All these are 17 goals. End poverty, end hunger, well-being. And these goals you have to learn in sequence. Okay, it's not that you are learning the first goal, then second, then fifth, then eighth. No. So you have to learn these goals in sequence. All right, so goal 4, quality education, gender equality, water and sanitation for all. Goal 7, affordable and sustainable energy, decent work for all. 8, 9, this technology, reduce inequality. So all these are goals made just to make your environment more sustainable, okay, eco-friendly, and all the inequalities should also be removed from our economy. 11 is safe cities and communities, 12 responsible consumption by all, stopping the climate change, combating with climate change, protecting the ocean, taking care of the earth, live in peace, and partnerships and making partnerships to reach the all these 16 goals. All right. Now, next is what? Next is all about the strategic management. So, what is strategic management? Management, we have seen that it is the process of organizing, planning, staffing. Strategic management is what? It is the process of setting long-term goals, making plans to achieve them, taking actions to ensure the organization is growing well, organization is succeeding in the future. It also helps an organization to use their resources effectively, how the organization is responding to changes in environment, and how organization is gaining a competitive advantage. So basically, strategic management is deciding what the organization wants to achieve in future and how it will going to achieve its goal. So it is defined defined by a firm manages the formulation and implementation of strategy. And the word strategy comes from the Greek word this that means that is strategos, and this is the meaning of this word is general's view, means common's view. So what are the elements of strategic management? So total 4 elements are there. First is scanning, formulation, implementation, control. Okay. In strategic management, first you will do the scanning. Scanning means you will examine all the internal and external environment, internal factors and external factors of environment. Yes, scanning. After examining you, whatever things you have seen that, okay, we need to work on this, we need to be protected from this. These are the risks, these are the uncertainties that may arrive in our company in future. So you have examined everything. Now, accordingly, you have formulated your strategy. Formulation of strategy means making the strategy, making plans. After making plans, then next is what you will implement those plans, that is strategy implementation. And after implementing, after putting the plan into action, Then once you have done everything, once you have sorted everything, next last step you will monitor the activities that whatever plan we have made in order to achieve our objectives, are those plan working well or not. So strategy evaluation and control means for tracking the activities, tracking and monitoring the activities, or we can say the assessment of activities. So these are all the elements of strategic management. So elements of strategic management, we have vision and mission. Vision and mission means what? Vision talks about the future. Vision talks about the future and mission talks about the present scenario. Okay, so what is your vision? Your vision is that you want to make your company unicorn. This is your vision. All right, this is the vision means this is the future perspective that you are making. How to make your company unicorn? What are the things you will do in your current situation? That is what, that is the mission. What you will do to make this happen. Mission is what, doing everything in present to make your future better. Where you want to see your company, that is your vision. What you are doing to make your company at this level, that is mission. So what the company wants to achieve and its purpose of existence, that is vision and mission. Then scanning is done. Scanning means examining all the strength, weakness, opportunities, threat of the organization. Strength, weakness, these two are what? These two are the internal part. And opportunities and threat are what? These are the external part. Then you will make the plans accordingly that you will choose the best strategy. Implementation is putting the strategy into action through the resources, policies, and work. And finally, you will monitor the result. That is evaluation and control. So different types of strategies. We have total three types of strategies. We have corporate strategy, business strategy, functional strategy. Corporate strategy is what? Corporate strategy, it is formulated by the top management. So corporate strategy means the overall strategy of the organization. So who makes the strategy? What is the work of the top managers? Top managers, they formulate the plan. Yes, they formulate the plan, they make the plan for the entire organization. So corporate strategy consists of overall scope and direction. In this, the company will see that which are the different firms, okay, to whom we have to compete, the diversification of the resources, acquisition of the company, growth of the company versus their stability. Then business strategy is what? It is related to different business units. So how a business unit competes in a particular market. So it is more specific. And these are framed by this business strategies. These are framed by the middle management. All right. So how business will going to compete in a particular market. So how the business will going to make responses through the things that are happening in the outside forces. So here specific thing is being checked. Okay, particular thing is being checked. Like deals with positioning, gaining competitive advantage, responding to market forces. Like Maruti Suzuki competing on cost leadership, wide distribution in the car market. So here company is focusing on one single activity. At the same time, not multiple activities are being analyzed over here. One time, one activity is analyzed. Like Maruti Suzuki is competing on cost leadership with another car making company. Cost leadership means how much cost we have to keep to make our company more better so that the customers they buy our product. And functional strategies based on the different functions and different departments. So what are the different departments like marketing department, HR, operations, finance? So how the day-to-day activities are matching with the functional strategy of the company, that is the functional strategy. Like HR designing a training program to support Maruti Suzuki's focus on cost efficiency. How to become cost effective. So for that, a training program is being finalized by the HR in the company. So it ensures all the activities should match with the overall strategy that is framed by the top management. So corporate, what industries to be in? So overall goal will included in corporate business, how to compete in that specific industry, and functional, how each function will support in order to compete and follow the corporate strategy. So these three are interrelated to each other, and this is paid by top, this is middle, and this is lower in departments and heads. Okay, some of the vision and mission statements are very important. So learn this one, SBI and PNB. So at least bank one, go through it. The vision and mission. So vision is be the bank of choice for a transforming India. Mission is what? Vision is for future, what you want to become. For becoming this, what are the things you are doing now? So committed to providing what responsive and innovative financial solutions to the customer. PNB vision is what? To become the most preferred bank for customers, a best place to work in, and how PNB will achieve this position by creating a value for all customers, investors, and employees. Okay, giving them the being the first choice of the customers. Then only the PNB bank will become the most preferred bank. So vision and mission, these two are important. Now, all about the pestle. So, pestle is this we will study later also. Pestle is what? It is the external factor. And external factors are those factors which are uncontrollable. You cannot control them. So, what is the full form of pestle? Political, economic, social, technological, legal environment. So, everything related to politics, that all the policies, the government policy, labor law, tax policy, political stability, instability will be included in politics. Economic, everything related to the economy, like the economic interest rate, the exchange rate, the depression, recession, stagflation, inflation, unemployment rate, that is a part of economy. Social means connected to the people, so population growth, cultural barriers, language barriers, lifestyle, age distribution, taste of the customers, preference of the customers are the part of social. Everything related to technology, these are the part of technological like awareness, work on R&D, technological incentives. Legal, it consists of all the laws that are formulated and implemented in India. So antitrust laws, any new law has been implemented, that patent law, copyright. And environmental means things that provides the benefit to the environment, so become sustainable and financially stable. So whether climate change, environmental policies, okay, how to combat with climate change, the COP meeting, all these are the part of environmental factors. Now, next we have completed unit one. Let's move to next unit, that is unit number two. So planning is what? Planning is the first function of management. Planning, it talks about what to do, how to do, okay, in advance. So you will make all types of planning, you will formulate all types of strategies in advance. So planning is the rational approach to achieving pre-selected objectives, objectives which you have formulated, and to achieve achievement of those objectives, you will make certain plans, you will make certain strategies by deciding in advance what to do, how to do, when to do, and who will going to implement those plans, who will going to formulate, who will going to execute the plans. So what are the steps in planning? So total we have 8 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So first is what? That is the opportunity analysis. Opportunity analysis means first you will see what are the objectives of your company, what goals you have set. So finding possible chances for growth or improvement. Checking which opportunities are beneficial to use. You will analyze the opportunity, that what opportunity you get in your hand, then only you will achieve your objective. Suppose your objective is, let's take it, your objective is to increase your sales, increase sales by 25%. Okay, this is your objective, that you have to increase your sales by 25%. So for that, you will see what opportunities you are getting in hand. Are everything in favor, or nothing is in favor? That is what you will analyze. Next, you will establish your objectives. You will make a measurable goals for the achievement of this objective, this the plan. Then developing premises. Premises are what? These are the assumptions. These are the assumptions that you will make in order to achieve your final objectives. Like for increasing your sales by 25%, you are making assumption that what if I make all the products according to the customer, then every customer will come to my shop, every customer will buy products from my company only. This is the assumption that you are making. Or you will make the assumption, if I will cater those my target customer is between age 20 to 40. I am targeting middle age customers. So all the middle age customers will buy products from my company. So these are the hypothetical things that you are making, the hypothesis you are creating, you are making assumptions in your mind. You are forecasting your basic policies, you are studying future conditions, and you are predicting what may happen in future. And then after that, once you have made different assumptions, when you have got different options, different alternatives, when you have said, now you will identify the alternatives. You will list all possible ways to achieve the objectives. So how to identify the alternatives? You will see the cost. You will see what benefit you will get if you will use such assumptions. Okay, how much revenue you can make, how much, what is the target, what is the positioning of the market. So you will list all possible ways to achieve the objectives. Then more alternatives means you have more chances that you have better solution to achieve this goal. Then you will evaluate the objective. You will evaluate the objective on the basis of cost. If the cost is less, benefit are high, revenue are high, then this is good option for me. So you will test different variables in different scenarios. Then select the best alternative. You will choose the best alternative out of all the alternatives which are available. Alternatives means what? These are the options. And then you will formulate the plans. You will make small supporting plans. See, derivative plans means what? These are the supporting plans that will help you to execute your main plan. Like what would be the supporting plan? HR, finance, marketing. So these will help the main plan. Like in marketing, okay, you want to increase your sales. So what if you will if you will change the packaging of your product, if you will do additions in your product, if you will add one product line in your product. So these are the marketing, finance, these production. These will help the main activities. And at last, you will review the plan that all the objectives which we have set, all the assumptions which we have made on the basis of cost, benefit, revenue, or are these working properly or not? Have these worked in the same manner which we have thought or not? So last is what that is the review the plan. So checking the progress that if things are working as expected by the managers, by the company or not. So these are all the plans that are involved. These are all the steps that are involved in plan. All right. Now, next is most important. This many times question has come from the SMART. So what is the full form of SMART? What the goal should be SMART. SMART means it should be specific. Specific means to the point. So what is your specific goal? You have multiple goals, but what is the core goal that you have to achieve? That is to the point. Measurable means goals should be measured in quantitative terms. Then only you can identify that how much deviations are there, how much variances are there. If your goals are only the qualitative phenomena, then you cannot measure that. So goals should be in measurable format. Achievable means these should be achieved properly. Okay, like if any goal is there which is not impossible to achieve, you will not go for that goal. You will not frame such objectives. It is realistic means it is logical. If I ask you that break down the moons and stars from the sky, this is my objective for the company. So, will you fulfill this objective, or can I fulfill this objective? No, I cannot fulfill. So, the objectives should be logical to the point. It should be achievable. It should be measured in quantitative terms, and it should be achieved in time-bound manner. Timely means within the stipulated time. It's not that you are achieving objectives in 2 years, in 20 years, in 10 years. No. If the objectives are set that within 6 months we have to achieve the target, we have to achieve the goal. So the stipulated time is what? 6 months. So that the goals should be achieved time. So this specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and tactical. The full form of SMART. Now, most important thing that is management by objective. So management by objective, what it says that this term given by Peter F. Drucker. All right, and this term was first appeared in which book? In the book Practice of Management. This book was published in 1954. What does management by objective says? It says that the both managers and managers plus employees, they both have to take decision together for the company. So whatever objectives are being stated, being formulated, so they both have to take decision for that. So it aims to improve the performance of an organization. How? By clearly defining objectives that should be agreed by both management and employees. If employee says that no, this objective is not truthful, we may not achieve this objective, then it should not be framed. So both have to be agreed on the same matter, then only the goals can be achieved. So management by objective is a management model that focuses on organizational goals by setting a benchmark. Benchmark means the standard that the company has set. Like company has set the standard, we have to achieve the targets of 5,000 units in just 2 days. So if both managers and employees they have agreed, then only these have to be fulfilled. So goals should be clear, intentions should be clearly defined. There should be open communication between these two. Meetings should be conducted to talk on this matter, and goals should be shared properly. So it is designed to align means to match the objectives and boost the employee participation and commitment. So with management by objective, one thing is very clear that if managers they will include their employees in decision making, in objectives, in framing the objectives and framing the goals, then certainly employee will also feel motivated. They will also feel that yes, managers are including us, manager is including in our decision making. So manager is also giving importance to us. So with that, the employee participation will also be high and the commitment level will also be high. All right, so this is management by objective. And one more term is there with management by objective, management by exception. So management by exception, what it says that the managers need not to focus on all the activities of the company. Managers, they only have to focus on their core activities. The basic activities, the low level activities, they can be managed by the rest of the people. Managers should focus only on their core activities. That is why it is said management by exception. Management by exception. All it means managers need not to focus on all the activities of the company. Clear any doubt to anyone so far? Clear till here? All right. Okay, so management by objective given by Peter F. Drucker and exception is given by F.W. Taylor. So remember F.W. Taylor, Frederick Winslow Taylor has given management by exception. Now, next is what? Next is all about environmental analysis. So environmental analysis means what? Analyzing the internal and external part of the environment. Okay, let's do quickly one table. So this is what? This is B. B stands for business environment. So business environment is divided into two factors. One is what? One is the internal factor. Okay, internal and external. Now, what are the factors that come under internal part of the organization? The all the physical resources, technical resources, financial resources, the employees, the company's objective, company's policies, the vision and mission. Okay, raw materials, machines. So these all are the internal part. Now in external, two more factors the business environment is divided, micro and macro. Micro is more specific. So specific micro like the customers, the competitors, stakeholders, suppliers, buyers. So these are what? These are the micro element. Macro consists of what? Pestle. Just now we have seen the full form of pestle. So political, economic, social, technological, legal, and environmental. So these are what? These are both the elements of business environment. Internal is what? You can control them. Like you can control your resources well, you can control if employees are not working well, you can control them. You can make frame new objectives, you can frame new policies, you can make new plan, new strategies. So these are what these are. You can control them if any issues are found. But external, these are the things which you cannot control them. So these are uncontrollable. So for this, the environmental analysis is done. Environmental analysis means it means examining all the factors. What are internal factors? These are all the internal factors and the external factors. Okay, it will help you to analyze your environment well, and accordingly you will set your targets, you will set your objectives. So it categorizes the changes and forces that affect your company either directly or indirectly. So indirectly, it will be affected through customers, suppliers, and competitors. And directly, it can be affected with all these things, the internal part. So how to do the environmental analysis? So first is identifying. First, you will identify the things which may impact your business, which may affect your business. After that, you will do the scanning. Scanning means you will examine all the activities that which are the things that will help you in the company. You have to formulate new strategy. You have to add new things in your company. After that, you will do the analysis. Analysis means the assessment of all the things. And at last, you will do the forecasting, that is making predictions for future. So this is how to do the environmental analysis. First, you will identify all the external and internal elements. After that, you will examine that which element is affecting most in your company. In internally, which element, externally, which element. Analyzing, you will see, you will analyze, you will pick up all those elements, and then you will check that what result you are getting. And after that, you will make predictions for your future. That this has affected now in my company, so might be in future it will create more risk. So that is what you will make forecast. You will do the forecasting. You will make predictions for future outcome. Next, internal analysis tool, there is one more element that is known as the gap analysis. So gap analysis, from the name itself, it is clear gap. So gap, it indicates that what is the difference between how much you have achieved and how much is still left to achieve. Like an examination and assessment of your current performance for the purpose of identifying differences between current state and where you would like to be. Like suppose, okay, you want to make 10,000 units by the end of this month. Okay, suppose 1st January you have made the target that by the end of 31st January you have to make 10,000 units. Okay, on 15th January you have analyzed, you have assessed that you have only achieved 4,000 units. Half of the month has completed and you have achieved only 4,000. So what is the gap between this 10,000 and 4,000? Still the gap is 6,000. So analyzing your current performance is 4,000, and where you would like to be, you want to achieve 10,000. So what is the gap between these two? What is the difference between these two? That is 6,000. So that is known as the gap analysis. So yeah, you need to answer questions like where are we now? We are at this position. Where we would like to be, we want to achieve this position. How we can get there? By adding more machines, by adding more labor, okay, giving more tasks to different workers, then only you can achieve this target. So this is what gap analysis. Then in internal environment analysis, so what are the part of internal environment? So just we have seen physical resources like plant, machinery, tangible, intangible resources. All right. The financial resources means what? So financial resources, it includes your stocks, debentures, shares, distribution network. So the people who are connected with other people, okay, for their sales, for their marketing. The possession of all the strategic assets like raw material, networks and contacts. If you have any network and contact with outside organization, see outside organization here it doesn't mean that it is the part of external environment. Outside organization means you are the part of the company, na? If you have relation any other person who is outside, so it doesn't mean it's a external environment because you are the part of the company, so it will be included in internal environment. All the intangible assets like patents, copyright, trademark, these are intangible, and the HR human resource. So these are all the internal part of the company. And pestle, just now we have seen, just read any doubt you have in this in pestle. Just look it once. Political, economic, social. So all these are included in political stability, corruption, foreign trade policy. All right, done. This one, this we have done earlier also, political, economic, social. So all these are the elements which consist under political stability, corruption, any kind of policy, foreign trade policy, tax policy, economic growth of the economy, inflation, disposable income, labor cost, social, technological, legal, and environment. Now, next we have SWOT analysis. So SWOT analysis is what? In this, the company has to do its SWOT analysis. SWOT means what are the strength of the company, what are the weaknesses of the company, what opportunities the company, the organization may get in order to run their business well, and what are the risks and uncertainties that are associated with the company. So strength is what? Like things your company does well. What is that thing your company does well among all other companies? The qualities that separate you from the competitors, like you have made any unique product. Now that unique product only your company has launched, no other company has launched it yet. So that is what the thing, that the qualities that is separating you from competitors. If you have skilled staff, if you have more resources, if you have updated technology, so these are what? These are the strength the company is having. All the intangible assets that may create value in future. Now, what are the weakness the company have? If more competitors are there in the market, if company is not having skilled laborers, if company is lacking on anything, things that your competitor do better than you, your people does not have that much capable, they are not capable enough to do high level tasks. If you have resource limitation, or if you don't have the proper clarity that what type of product you are offering to your customers, if you don't have clear clarity, unclear unique selling proposition is there, then these are the weaknesses of your firm. So remember, strength and weakness, these are the internal part, because the strength, it comes from the company, weakness, it relates to directly to the company. But opportunities you will get from outside, na? The opportunities that you have get, or the risk or the uncertainties, that is also the outside. So opportunities and threats are what? These are the external part. So opportunities means if you are providing goods or services in those sectors which are completely undeserved, okay, no other market has reached at that sector. If few competitors are there in your area, if spontaneously the people are demanding more of your product, or the press and media is covering your company. Similarly, what are the threats? If more and more competitors are there, every time the new technology is coming, new regulations are coming, new laws are coming. So it is again difficult for your company to accept those new things. Negative press of the media, and if the taste and preference of the attitudes of the customers are changing towards your company, so this is also the threat or dangerous sign. So remember, S and W is the internal part and ONT are the external part. Next, we have all about the contingency planning. So, what is contingency planning? Contingency means the plan that the company makes if any kind of emergency comes in future. All right, that is known as the contingency planning. Like for example, okay, let's take the same example. Okay, so you want to increase your sales by 25%. Okay, what if the entire market goes collapse, or there is a disruption, or the entire banking sector gets collapsed? So now you won't be increase your sales by 25%. You will always try that at least what I have incurred, what the cost I have incurred, I can recover that only if the entire market goes crash. So that is the next plan. What is your next plan that you have made? So all the companies, they make two, three plans in their hand. If plan A does not work, then they can switch to plan B. If plan B does not work, they can switch to plan C. Like let's take one more example. Suppose company is doing their business only through offline. But now in offline, the customers are not a lot in number. Okay, the number of the customers reduced. Now the company has decided that if the customer reduction ratio will go again, will rise, then shall we start a business online, the offline and online both? So this is your next plan that you have in your head. That through the offline business, if you are not able to make more money, then you can start the business online. So that is known as the contingency plan. So it's a management tool that helps organization to prepare for their emergencies period in future. So developing plans in advance. Why this is done? So that the risk level can be mitigated, the uncertainties can be mitigated, and you can anticipate everything earlier in advance. So it minimizes the risk associated with unforeseen and unpredictable events. Like if plan A does not work, then you can go with, if path A does not work to achieve your goal, then choose path B, that is contingency plan. Next topic comes that is of forecasting and different types. So for making predictions about the future course of action, the company does the forecasting. So different types of forecasting is done. The short term forecasting, medium term forecasting, and long term forecasting. So if you are making predictions for a long period of time, then tell me, uh, you can uh, you can get proper numbers. Like if you are planning for future that I want to increase my sales by 25%. All right. Now for increasing the sales by 25%, this is your plan that for the, okay, every year I have to increase by 25%. Okay, and if you will compound this, so let's take an example. If you will compound, so your sales will increase by the end of fifth year, that is 60%. This is your target. But for the long term planning, you need to have proper data, you need to have proper information. Okay, you can plan, you can make prediction for 1 year, okay, properly, that okay, after the end of 1 year, I have to increase my sales by 25% or by 40, by 30%. But if you want to make prediction for 5 years, 10 years, then in that case you will not get the correct data, you will not get the proper information. Why? Because the numbers, you cannot take exact numbers, it may change in 5 years, many things may change. You don't know na, that what will going to happen next. So in 5 years and 10 years, a lot of the things will change. So that is why for long term planning, the expert judgment is completely based over here. So in this, the qualitative phenomena is being based, like the expert judgment or the experience of the people or the observation power, these will help in long term planning. Not numbers will help in long term planning, numbers will only help in the short period of time. Then in medium term, like it ranges from 1 season to 2 year, means 1 year to 2 year. So in that, both qualitative and quantitative numbers are also included, and the observation is also included, the experience of the people. You can plan everything, okay, for 1 to 2 years, but you cannot plan for 5 years, for 10 years with the help of numbers. It may not every time give you the accurate answer. And if you are making predictions for a short term, then in that case, the numbers will help you a lot. Like you have made that last year, my sales increased by 15%. So for sure, next year, okay, I will increase, this year, I will increase the sales by 20%. Next year, I may increase the sales by 25%. But for next year, you cannot predict it completely. You cannot make exact prediction. So for 1 year, 2 years, you can make it, but not for more than that. So remember, in long term, the qualitative factors are considered, medium term, both qualitative are considered, and in short term, quantitative methods are used. So what are the different in order to come to the conclusion? in order to make a proper decision by the managers. So what are the conditions the managers have to look into? So various conditions are there for decision making. One is certainty, second is risk, third is uncertainty. Certainty means when you are 100% sure, you are 100% sure that this will going to happen in future. If the decision maker knows exactly what is going to happen in future, means you are 100% sure that in coming time, the pattern of the startup companies will completely change. Okay, normal companies, their growth will be less and startup companies' growth will be high in coming time. Like in coming time, the AI, all the things will be automated through AI. Okay, manual work will be less. This is what this we have predicted. This is certain that this will going to happen as seeing the today's pattern or present scenario. So certainty means if you are 100% sure. Risk means when you will have the risk, when you have insufficient data, when you have not sufficient data, when you have not sufficient information, or the information and data which you have that is completely biased. Then in that case, the risk may arise. And if risk is there, then you are not 100% sure about any fact. Uncertainty means when you're not 100% sure, you're in dilemma that whether this will happen or not in future. So this is known as uncertainty. So different conditions for decision making is when you are 100% sure, when you are not sure, you are just making assumptions, and when there is risk, you are sure, but again the risky activities are there, uncertainties are there, so you have to anticipate everything in advance. All right. Yes, PDF will be uploaded after the session gets over at 9 p.m., 9:15 p.m. After that, I'll upload the PDF. Don't worry about the PDF. All right. So, what are the principles of decision making? See, these are the conditions that the managers will have to face through different condition when decision making. What are the principles of decision making? How the company will going to make decision? So, first is principle of definition. So, principle of definition, what it says that if moving towards making decision for the company, so we have to analyze everything well. We have to see what are the different options for making best decision. We will choose the correct option, the most reliable option, and then we will implement that particular option to achieve the organizational objectives. So it is what principle of decision making. In principle of decision making, it refers to the process guidelines that managers use to evaluate options. They choose among alternatives and they implement the best course of action. Principle of evidence, what it says that if the company, if the managers, they are making any kind of decision, so they should take decision on the basis of fact, on the basis of proof, rather than intuition, rather than assumptions. The facts and proof will help them to make decision. So it refers to making decision and formulating strategies based on the factual data, based on the reliable data, based on the verifiable information rather than intuition, tradition, seeing the historical patterns or personal preferences. So one should based on fact and proof. And principle of identity, what it says that if managers are taking decision, we have seen in MB also, the manager should hear each and every one of the people who are present in the company before taking any kind of decision. So that so that the employees may also feel that they are giving importance in the company. So it is important to consider with an open mind. The decision should be taken with an open mind. All the viewpoints of the people are involved before taking any kind of final decision. All right, so this is all about plan. Now, next unit is what that is organizing. Okay, very important unit, unit number 3. So, what is organizing? Organizing means, see, once you have planned the activity, okay, that this is your objective, these are your plans. Now you will put the final plan into action. So, for that, you have to organize everything. Organize means you have to summarize everything. You have to uh, assign the task to the individuals that okay in my organization these are the individuals, so I will give them this work, I will give them this work, I will assign this task, I will assign this task. So organizing means what? Once a plan has been created, manager can begin to organize, means assigning task. Assigning task means giving the task to the individuals. Okay, then grouping tasks into departments. So similar type of tasks are grouped together, like all the tasks related to finances, all the tasks related to marketing, all the activities related to product. So these will come under product department, like product quality checking, product packaging, product labeling. So all these will come under product department. So all these are grouped and they are placed under one single department. Then delegating authority. So sometimes if the managers are not present, so they will delegate their authority to their rest of the people, and giving resources, allocating them resources. So organizing is what? It involves assignment of tasks, grouping of tasks into departments, assignment of authority, and allocation of resources. This is important. Process of organizing means four steps are there. In somewhere you will see five steps. Why? Because see, in this two activities are included: identification of work, division of work. So these both are included together. So step one is first you will identify what work you have to do. Then you will divide the work. Divide the work means divide the entire work into small pieces, and then you will assign this to this individual, this to this individual. Okay, departmentalization means grouping. Okay, grouping similar tasks under each department, that is known as departmentalization. Grouping of similar tasks. After that, assignment of duties. So duties will be assigned to each and every individual. And final is what? That is reporting relationship. After working, after giving duty, after giving responsibility, then who will report to whom? So whom has to report to whom? That is establishing reporting relationship. That I am the person working at the supervisory level. I have to report to these people. Okay, these people will further report to the head of the company or the managing director of the company. So reporting relationship means following a scalar chain. That who will report to whom. Now, next is what is that is organize, principles of organizing. So different principles of organizing are there. First is the objectives. So company should set the clear objectives. Company should state the clear objectives, and accordingly that everyone should know their role and responsibility well. Everyone should move in the same direction for the fulfillment of these objectives. Principle of specialization means the expertise. So in whichever field you have the expertise, you have the specialization, you should handle that task only. So work should be divided based on skills so that each one of them performed the task according to their calibers. Coordination means that is the teamwork. So people should work in team. They should work as one unit because ultimate goal of the organization is one, and everyone should move in the same direction as following the team. So coordination, it avoids confusion. It helps in achieving goals faster. Principle of authority means one person should receive. Okay, sorry. Authority means right to give orders. Right to give orders. So the person has the right to give orders to their low level people. So who will give the orders? The one who is at the high level position. That only will give order to the low level position. Na? So managers are having the right that they give orders to make decision. And the rest of the people, they have to follow that order. Responsibility means the authority lies with the top manager and responsibility lies with the low managers. Responsibility means I have given you some work. All right, I have given you work that you have to make your notes. Okay, this is the work I have given you. So means I have the right to give orders to you, and you are obligated to fulfill those orders. Okay, you have the obligation that you have to make the notes. So responsibility is on you that you have to make the notes. So this is what the responsibility is always given to the low people, and authority always from the top level, that is from the higher position. So employees must complete the duties assigned to them sincerely. See, authority can be transferred. Okay, like for example, if I'm not present, I can say to any other faculty that okay, give the homework to these students or ask them to make the notes. I can delegate my work to some other person. But can you delegate your work? I have given you the work to make notes. Can you delegate this to some other person? No. It's your responsibility. You only have to make it notes. Why? because you know what is the syllabus, you have read the entire portion, entire syllabus, so you can make your notes better. You cannot hand over your notes to some other person, you cannot delegate your work to some other person. So responsibility cannot be delegated, but authority can be delegated. And one more term is there, accountability. So the one who is having responsibility, that person also has the accountability. Like if you have not prepared your notes, okay, I'm asking to each and every one of you that have you prepared notes? Okay, send me to the telegram. I want to see your notes. Some of you have sent and some of you have not sent. It means then I will ask that why other person have not sent their notes. So you have the accountability. You are the accountable for your action, that why you did not make your notes because you did not get time or anything like that. You will make you will say, you will give the reason. So responsibility, the one who is having the responsibility, that person also has the accountability. Accountability means answerability. You are answerable for your actions. If you have done, then also. If you have not completed your task, then also. Then span of control means, span of control, it says that a manager should only handle as many subordinates as they can manage effectively. Like suppose, okay, this is that person. Now this person is managing the four people, A, B, C, D. And A is managing two more person, E, F. And D is also managing 3%, GHI. It means what? How many people this single person is managing? This person is managing this four people plus two plus three means nine people. So span of management means a manager can handle how many people at one time. So should handle as many subordinates as they can manage effectively. So too many people under one manager, it reduces supervision quality. So if a lot of people are there, so if you're handling a lot of people, like 10, 20 people you are handling, so it will reduce your supervision quality. The less people you are handling, you will do your work effectively. Principle of balance, it says that there should be the proper balance between authority, responsibility, and accountability. Continuity means it says that the work should be done in the continuous manner. There should be like no delay in work. If work is done in the consistent manner, then only the growth is there, then only the stability is there. The work should be continued smoothly without any kind of unnecessary breaks. Unity of direction says that everyone should move in the same direction. Like this is the goal, all the individuals should move in this direction only. It's not that some are moving in the left direction. No, everyone should move in this direction. So group working on the same task should have a common plan and code. Then unity of command, what it says that the one person should receive order from only one superior. Like if I am working under any person, so I should receive order from only one manager. One manager should be my head, not two, three managers I have to report to. So employee should receive orders from only one boss. Principle of exception, what it says, it is same like management by exception, that the managers need not to focus on all the activities of the company. Manager should handle only the major and unusual problems. Okay, on the core activities, so that the time and effort both are saved. The rest of the work, the other people can handle it. Simplicity says that the work should be divided in the it properly, and it should be distributed in the ease manner, means in simple manner, so that it becomes easy to understand everyone. So if everyone takes their responsibility well, if they have understood their task, then they can perform without any kind of error. Efficiency means the more and more maximum output should be there. So with how much, with minimum resources, the company is making maximum output. That is how much efficient their employees are, how much efficient their individuals are. Scalar change says that the authority should flow from top to bottom. This is authority. And responsibility should flow from bottom to top. That is the scalar change. So who is reporting to whom and to whom the work is being assigned to. So authority, it should flow in clear line from top to bottom. This is what, this is top, this is bottom. And responsibility flows from bottom to top. So a proper scalar chain has to be followed. Scalar principle means scalar chain. Now, then different types of organization are there. So based on the types of organization, we have centralized, decentralized, line, staff, function, and committee. Now, centralized and decentralized, what it says central means what? Suppose this is the circle, this is the central point. It means all the people should have to report this single individual. And who is having the central power? The central power is top manager is having. So everyone should report to the top manager. The central authority lies with one person, that is top manager. Decentralization means the work is distributed among other individuals. So that is known as decentralization, where the part of the work, some part of the work is being divided, is being distributed among different individuals. That is decentralization. So you can see this is centralization. Okay, the everyone has to report to this manager. This manager is having the central authority, and decentralization means work is divided among different individuals. Okay, not only one top manager. So this decentralization means division of the power, division of the authority. So what are the advantages and disadvantages of centralization? So in centralization, clear chain of command is there. If if this single person is receiving everything, so means everyone will have to report to this single individual, that is the top manager. So clear chain of command is there. It will reduce the confusion. Consistency will be there in decision making. Why? Because only one person is taking the decision. So every time the decision will be same, it will be in the uniform manner. Strong leadership control is there. So one person is the leader, that is the top manager, will have all the controlling power. Quick implementation of policies. Only one person has to take decision, so the policies will be implemented. The decision will be taken as soon as possible. Better coordination is there because no other people are involved in decision making. So there would be no confusion. There will be no conflict. Only one person is taking the decision. So since decisions flow from a single point, duplication of work is avoided. Duplication of work is avoided means might be different individuals, they can take different same methods for doing the work. Okay, same thing is repeating twice, thrice. So it will be avoided if only one person is taking decision. And single person will focus more on the vision and mission. See, if advantages is there, so certainly disadvantages will be there. What are the disadvantages? One person is taking the decision, so decision will be taken faster or slower. If only every work, okay, every task has been assigned to you, so definitely you will take time to complete all the tasks. So that is why all the decision making power is only one person has to take, so slower decision making is there. Overburden is there. Top management will have to face a lot of decisions. Okay, so overburden is there. Leaders may become overloaded. Lack of initiative is there. No other people are allowed to participate. So definitely they will not give any kind of initiative. They will not do any kind of, they will not give suggestions. No ideas are there. Risk of disconnection is there. So top leaders, they may not fully understand that what is happening at the field level, ground reality. Because top manager is sitting at the top now. How would they know what is happening at low level? So that is why risk of disconnection is there, and employees will be dissatisfied. They will feel that we are not a part of the company. Managers are not including us in any of the decision making. They are only giving the orders and command. So it's better switch to another company. So their employee dissatisfaction rate will be high. Clear? Any doubt? Next is line and staff organization. So line and staff organization. See, line is the old and line and staff is the new method. So this method combines a traditional business with industry expert. So line is the traditional method, as you can see. As you can see, this is what? This is the line. So managing director, production manager, foreman. So this is one single line. So this is old method. Now in this, in managing director, different advisors are there. Different executive levels departments are there. So they are coming with their industry expert. They are coming with their specialization. So it makes the line plus staff organization. So line is traditional, staff organization, industry experts are added to make large organization more flexible. So it is a combination of line organization. This is line, and on the basis of different functions, departments, they are elaborated. So it is known as a functional organization. Now, one thing is important, that is the line executive retains control of the commanding role. Okay, line executive means line managers, they have the power that they can take the control of the controlling authority. They have the controlling authority. They can take decisions of the company, but staff members, they are not allowed to take decision. They are only allowed to give advices and suggestions. So line staff, they can take the controlling power, they can take decision for the company, but staff members, they are not allowed to take decision. They are only allowed to give advices and suggestions. So this line is important. Then functional organization. So when the entire organization business structure is completely divided on the basis of different functions, it is known as functional organization. Functional organization means on the basis of function, different function means what? HR function, marketing function, operations function, logistic functions, then finance function. Finance function means department. All right, and it is grouped into departments based on their areas of expertise of specific function. So like this. So CEO is there. Different CEO is having the team, sales team, production team, finance, IT. Now in sales team, different people are there. Top sales manager, then senior manager, then associate manager, then assistant manager, then staff, then sub staff, then clerk. So these are what? Every one of them, they consist their own team, like sales, production, finance, IT, and people, they are belonging to their respective team. So it is based on the function organization structure. This is known as functional organization structure. It is divided into different function on the basis of their expertise. Okay, one confusion is there. Many of you you feel that functional and divisional. What is then, if this is functional, then what is divisional organization? So in divisional organization, the activities are divided on the basis of different functions. Like okay, so like on the basis of product, the activities are divided on the basis of reason, on the basis of customer group. Okay, if I say that your company is targeting which type of customer? Okay, your company is has different functions, marketing, operations, finance. Now your company is targeting which type of customers? So you are saying my company is targeting old age customers, or my company is targeting the teenager customers. So it is divided on the basis of those customer group. Divided by products. Products means different products are there. Suppose one brand is there. Let's take it Pond's brand. Now this is the brand. This is based on the market. This is based on the product department. Now this product has different product line. Okay, so we have powder also. We have cream also. We have face wash also. Okay, then we have sunscreen also. So one product is there, different product line are there. So when organization is divided by the basis of different product line, reasons, customer group, that is known as the division. And in functional, when organization is divided by the functions like marketing function, finance function, HR function, that is the functional. So this is the difference between functional and divisional. In divisional, you are going more specific. In HR, okay, we have different functions. Okay, we have HRIT, we have HRIMS, which we have HRIS. So now each and every activity is divided. Okay, in marketing, okay, you will do the advertisement, then you will do the salesman person. So different people, they have different divisions. They are working in their different departments, sub department. So it is more specific. So basis of division is function or department. Here is on product, reasons, customer. Okay, in which location you are, you have your office. In which geographical region your product is being launched. Specialization in each function, it is on more specific product or area. Okay, in functional structure, the decision making is taken by the centralized top level person. In divisional, it is decentralized because it is more bifurcated. It is more divided into sub departments. So that is why decision making power is decentralized. No single person cannot take the entire decision. It is less costly because only one person is taking decision, one person is involved. Again, here everything is distributed, so more costly. Repeated functions are there. It is less flexible, it is more flexible. Like separate departments for sales, production, HR, and separate unit for mobile, TV, laptop. So these are comes under home appliances, but in this it is divided into different products. Then next we have committee organization. So committee organization, this is the organization that is created when the people having difficulty in order to come to any conclusion. So here, like if any finance department people, they have the conflict with each other. Okay, all the people they have the conflict with each other, and the managers they are not able to come to the conclusion. So in this one committee is formed, a committee is set up, and in that committee there are experienced people, there are high level people who have already worked in different departments from different a lot of years, okay, since a lot of time they have worked. So group of individuals, they come together to solve issues that are experienced by the organization, and with this they form one committee that is known as committee organization. This committee is formed to discuss the difficulties they have in this approach. So they will come with their knowledge, they will come with their expertise. Okay, they will work on the matter, they will try to solve the problem, why the conflict occur, why this issue occurs. So it's not only conflict, might be any other issue. Like you are not able to come to the conclusion that why your sales are going down. Okay, everything is good, but still you don't know why it is happening. So for that also organization is created, a committee is created. They look into the matter and they try to find solution for the problem. Next we have organization structure. Okay, these are the types of organization. All right, now what is the organization structure? So two types of organization structure are formal, informal. Formal is also known as official. Okay, in formal, it is created deliberately. Deliberately means intentionally. Informal organization is known as grapevine. It is created spontaneously. It is unofficial. So formal organization structure is what? In this, a group of people, they have a set of clear rules. Clear rules and regulations are being defined. Okay, it is designed to help them achieve a specific goals. So rules are fixed, regulations are fixed, a set of rules, regulation guidelines are there, and all the people they have to follow those guidelines in order to achieve their goals. In formal organization, it is a deliberately, means it is created deliberately, like when you joined any company. Okay, you have joined the bank. So when you have joined the bank, so in the bank you were being provided the introduction. Okay, your introduction was given. So it means everything was clearly defined. Okay, these are the rules, these are the policies. Okay, go this policies, this is the entire prospectus of our bank, you have to go these through, you have to go these. So this is what? This is the formal organization. It is created deliberately. Like schools are there, churches, hospitals, and companies are there. So what are the characteristics of formal organization? Well-defined rules are there. Division of labor is there, means every organization they will divide the entire work into different small pieces so that it becomes easy for everyone to understand. They have a clear division of labor. Member replacement. So in company, okay, if any sometime it happens the any employee spontaneously left the company, or the employee is not working properly, so member can be replaced. So formal organization, they have the system to replace the members. Each one of them, they work towards the achievement of their goals, and it's a slow process. Why? Because the see everything has to come from the top level. So ultimately it has to reach at the low level only. So when it is reaching down, so it has to go through different levels. So that is why it's a bit slow process. Whereas informal in organization is what? It is made up of the relations and interactions. So in this, like you have joined the company, and okay, after few days, okay, you have formed your group, your internal group, where you are sharing, where you are talking with each other, you are gossiping, okay, you are having a good relation. So that is what? That you have not created intentionally, but it framed spontaneously. How it framed? When your thought process are same, when your opinions are same, okay, when you have the same level, okay, you are at the same age group, then you will create the group too. You will make good relations. So social interaction is there in informal. It is made up of the relationships, interaction, and social norms. It is dynamic. Dynamic means it changes very quickly. It happened like a few days, okay, someone is very good to you. After that, that person shift to another one. That person is having another friend. So it's informal organization. One can adapt to change quickly. It's a flat structure. Flat structure means rules and regulations are very less. So have few levels of authority. You don't have to follow each and every line, each and every scalar chain. In informal organization. But in formal, you have to follow the chain of command. Informal relationships are there. So here relationships, they exist between people at the same level. It emerges spontaneously. It can improve formal organization. So sometimes it happens like if you are having any difficulty in doing any task, or if you don't understand the problem statement, so the other one who is your good friend, he or she may help you in that. So sometimes it helps in the formal organization also. It can improve the formal organization. New innovations are there in formal organization. If you have a group team, a good team is there, so you will give new ideas, new suggestions to each other. So it will help foster innovation, and it can solve the problems also that require collaboration. So this is all about informal organization. Clear? Okay, so formal organization is also known as open and overt. So in this, the goals and objectives are there, policies, procedures, JD, job description, financial resources, authority. So these are the part of formal organization. Informal organization, it is known as hidden and covert. So beliefs, assumptions, perceptions, attitude. So these are the part of informal. When your beliefs are matching, when your assumptions are matching, when you have same values, when you are a same type of person, your nature and other person nature is same, then you can make your spontaneous group. That is informal. Okay, so as you can see, this is the formal organization. A systematic chain of command is being followed, and this is informal, the one whom you feel better to talk, you're talking with each other. Next is all about organization charts and manuals. So, what is organization chart? What is organization manual? See, organization chart, it includes everything, all the information about the working structure of the company. That who is reporting to whom, okay, who works under which department, who has to talk, like who has to report to whom. That is all about all the relations inside the company. So this is entire the organization chart. Like if you know that, okay, employee Y is under which department. So you can see that employee Y is under, means employee Y is under this department, and this department is under this head. So you can easily check from the organization chart that which employee is working under which department. So it is a time like a CEO at the top. This is the person, the CEO at the top, and rest of their, they have their managers, they have their employees, the sub employees, the sub departments are there. So it's a diagrammatic form that illustrates the primary function and how one and each function are related to each other. Like in this, three more people are working. Under him, two people are working. Under Y, only two people are working. Under this, five people are working. So this is the entire organization chart. So George Terry has defined the organization chart as a diagrammatical form which shows all the important aspect of the organization, who is going to perform which function, who is working under which department, okay, who has what type of relationship with the manager, with the supervisors, who is in charge of each respective function. That is what the organization chart shows you. And what is organization manual? See, manuals are what? Like when you buy any item, okay, you get the manual in that. So manual tells you how to use that particular item, okay, how to use that particular thing. So simply organization manuals are what? These are the uh, okay, in organization chart, two more. It is divided into two more parts. One is master chart, one is supplementary chart. Okay, master chart is what? Master chart is this one. This entire is the master chart. Now, if you want to know more specific, if you want to go more specific, that under this department, okay, how many people are there? under him how many people are there, okay, and under which this person is dealing which customer, which type of customer. So if you want to go more deep, if you want to see what responsibilities the persons are having, what authorities they are having, how they are linked to each other, okay, in different respective departments, so that is known as the supplementary chart. Master chart, it will give you the overview of the organization chart, and supplementary, if you want to go very deep, if you want to see very deep who is working under whom, that is what supplementary charts are. So in organization chart, it can be classified into different types. Vertical chart, vertical is like this. Yes, so it is what? It is top down. Horizontal chart is like this. So it is left to right. And circular chart is like this, means anyone can report to any person. That is a circular form used to display variety of jobs or functions. So this is what? This is the vertical chart. See a top-down approach. Horizontal chart is what? That is the left-right approach, like CMO, Chief Marketing Officer. So under CMO, a head of marketing will be there. Okay, then specialist will be there. Then Chief Operating Officer, so operation associate will be there. Chief Technical Officer, Chief Financial Officer. So this is what? This is the horizontal chart. And this is the circular chart. So circular organization chart. So four hierarchies there, like this is one. All right, this is one, this is two, this is three, this is four. So under this, four hierarchy levels are there. Okay, this four departments are there, and three hierarchies there. See, this is the first, the top manager, then second, and this is third. So this is at the top, this is at the middle, this is at the third. And we have four different departments. So that is known as the circular chart. So this person can talk to this person also, this person can communicate to this person also. So in departments, they can circulate, they can talk to each other. All right. Now, next is what? Next is the organization manual. The organization manual means it basically defines the rules and responsibilities. So we have different type of manual. The one is policy manual. Policy manual includes all the rules and regulations of the company. That these are the rules that you have to follow must. Okay, you are only assigned 15 days leave, 15 days CL, 15 days ML. Okay, you are not allowed to smoke in the office. So these are what? These are the policies that are made, and everyone has to follow the policies. Policies means about the leave policy, about the applying for how to apply for leave, what it should be the behavior of the employees, policies on leave and promotion. Operation manual means operation is related to your day-to-day work. So what day-to-day function you have to carry on. So it explains how to perform daily work. So step-by-step activities that every day you have to follow that only. Like you have to handle the customers. Okay, you have to you have to complete the files. You have to log in all the details. So that is the operational manual. Organization manual means again the scalar chain, the structure reporting pattern will be decided over here. So it shows the structure of the organization, what roles, what responsibilities everyone is performing. Okay, who will report to whom, department functions. Rules and regulations are what? That is all about the rules that the office hour timing is 10 to 5. You cannot come after 10 and you cannot leave before 5. So the dress code is there in many offices. The dress codes are there. Office timings are there. Okay, the biometric is also there. Safety rules are there. That these are the rules that everyone has to follow. Okay, done till here. All right. Now, next is what? Next is the types of organization culture. So, organization culture means what? Culture means what? Different people they are coming. Okay, they are coming from different background, from different culture. So, what type of culture they are bringing? What if they are coming with different culture? How now organization is behaving to each of them? So, diversification is there. Different people are there, so different type of culture, it will create the environment like that. If different culture people are there, they are like working in a group, they can work in a team, then the environment will work in a positive manner. Otherwise, environment will work in the negative manner. Environment means the organizational environment, the organization internal environment. So different types of organization culture are, that is the clan. Clan means when people they behave like a team. Okay, they behave like the extended family. If in company 100 people are there, so they should react that they are the part of the company, they are the family of a company. So they are participating in every matters of the company. That is the clan culture. Clan culture means more teamwork, more collaboration. Adocracy is what, like people, the type of culture that is being in the organization. If there are the individuals who can take a high risk. Okay, they are only because of here they want to do different tasks. They want to do the challenging tasks. They can take more risk in the company. That is the risk taking uncertainty. That is the adocracy. Hierarchy means that is the structured pattern. The more control is under the top managers, they have the more control. The top managers, they will decide what work should be assigned, which work should be assigned, when to be assigned, how to be assigned. That is the proper hierarchy. Uh, Again, scalar chain has to be followed. And market driven means what? That when the organization they are fully dependent on the market. So what is happening in the outside the market, according to that, we will do the changes out in our internal culture. So customer driven is there, make products, okay, so they can create benefit to the customers. Result oriented, so what is the final result, are our customers happy or not? And the competitiveness, so look the competitors and accordingly that you set your benchmarks and standards. These are the types of organization culture. So clan culture is collaborative. It is internal focus, means here collaborative means the people are collaborative. They will work in team. So it is internal focus. Like startups, a family business. Adocracy culture means they are creative. They always like to do hard tasks. Okay, more difficult tasks. So it is included in tech companies, R&D firms. Again, external focus. Market culture is the external focus, completely driven on the competitors. And hierarchy culture, it is controlled by the top managers. So it is more like official system. So internal focus is there, more control is there, like banks. Okay, these are examples of organization. Like banks, they have the official culture. Government agencies, they are more official. The startup family business. In startups, the people they work together, they make different people, they come together and they start a business, a family business. The more techno driven business, more research and exploration is done in R&D firms. So that is advocacy culture. Now, next important topic is from where the question comes, that is authority and responsibility. So just now I have told you about the authority and responsibility. Authority means what? Right to give orders, right to command to the other people. So the one who is holding the authority, that person is always at the top level. So authority refers to the formal, it is institutional or legal power that is the holder of the job. The one is the one who is holding the job. That person has the power to give authority to other people. And a subordinate's duty is known as responsibility. So like you have given the authority. So who is having the authority? The top managers. Okay, the superiors are having the authority. Now, these superiors, they will give the authority, they will give the work, they will assign the work to the people who are at the low. So the low one, they have to perform the task, they have to perform their responsibilities, the roles are assigned to them. So these are known as what? These are known as subordinates. So that is why it says a subordinate duty is what? It is known as responsibility. They have to obligate, they have the obligation to perform the task given by the one who has the authority. And it is delegated. Who is delegating the responsibility? His or her superior. So authority is what? Authority is the right or power to make decisions, to give orders. It comes from the formal position, means by virtue of position, from your role. The chair is giving you the position that you have the commanding role, you can command to other people. Responsibility is the obligation to perform the duties and tasks, whatever is coming from the top level. It is possible to delegate authority, but responsibility and accountability cannot be delegated to other parties. If I'm not present or if I'm going on a leave for a few days, so I'm assigning my task to other person that please do get all these work done with the people. So I'm delegating uh, power to some of the other person who is most reliable to me. So delegate authority can be delegated. Delegated means it can be transferred to the other person for some period of time, but responsibility cannot be transferred. Authority comes from one's position in a hierarchy. Like manager has the authority to make decision, and responsibility it comes from the subordinates, right? So the responsibility is often assigned or delegated by someone who is having the authority. So the one who is having the authority will give the orders to the other person, and the other person is having responsibility to fulfill all the command, all the order given by the one who is authorized to do. That is the relationship between authority and responsibility. So authority and responsibility, these two are very, very important. Now, different types of authority. Okay, who gives the authority? So the power comes. So what are the different types of power bases? These are also known as power bases. So we have legitimate authority, coercive, expert, reward, and referent authority. So legitimate authority is what? Legitimate authority, it comes from the position. Like I said the chair is giving the position. Okay, the official position or role, like teacher, manager. Manager is giving the authority. Teacher is giving authority to the students that you have to complete your homework on time. Coercive authority means this type of authority comes like manager is saying you if you will not complete your work on time, I will deduct 5% from your salary. Now, from this deduction, from this fear of deduction, the people are working their work. People are completing their work. They are completing their task on time. So, because this coercive authority comes from the power to punish or create a fear among the people, like strict boss is there, autocratic boss is there. So, the boss is threatening to the employees that if you will not complete your work, I will deduct salary. Expert authority comes from the person who is expert in their respective field, like they have certain specialization or knowledge or skills. Reward authority comes from the person who has the power to give reward. Suppose manager says that I will give you the bonus, or HR is giving you the Diwali bonus. So it means the HR is having the power, HR is having the power to give the rewards to the people. And referent power means if you have the reference of someone, like suppose the company asks you that, okay, there is one vacant position, we need to hire one employee. So you are saying that I know one of my friend, he can perform this work better. He can do this task better. So it means you have the reference of your employees. You are giving reference of your friend to the manager. So why? Because of personal respect, because of admiration. So like great leaders or some of your good friend, of your good relatives. So that is the referent authority. All right. So these are the different sources of authority. Then next we have the organizational change. Okay, organizational change, what it says, I guess at 9 o'clock you have your BRBL classes also. Just confirm me, or else I have to end the session. Okay, let's do the organizational change and then we'll conclude our session. All right. Okay, so what is organizational change? See, so far we have seen that the individuals, the employees, they have to follow the instruction of their managers. Okay, sometimes what happens when you have analyzed your internal and external environment and you are seeing that your external environment is changing, okay, a lot. Okay, these are like frequent changes are there. So in that case, the organization also demands some of the changes. Organization also wants to do changes in itself. So how the organization will change? So if organization is changing their methods, their way of doing methods, any kind of new addition is there, or any kind of new elimination is there, or restructuring wants to do, or firing of the staffs are there. So what any changes could be done by the organization. So for that, it is important that you have to make your employees ready that we want to do such kind of changes. Are you ready for such changes? Are you ready to adopt new technologies? Are you ready to adopt new things that are happening outside the organization? So organizational changes are what? These are those that have a significant impact on the organization as a whole. So major shift to personnel, company goals, serving offerings, all are done as a part of change. So changes could be made to the organization structure if the entire pattern is being changed, organization structure. New strategies are formulated, new rules are made by the company, new technology is there, new type of culture is being uh, included in the company. So all these changes can be done, but for such changes, you have to first make your employees ready. So there are three primary categories of organizational changes. One is the developmental changes. If organization wants to do more development, if organization wants to expand their business, first that kind of changes. Second, if organization is making transition, adding new things in the organization, that and transformational changes when you want to expand your business globally or any kind of new changes, new business model you want to um you want to add new business model, you want to completely change your old business model to a new business model. So that is transformational changes. Correct. So these are the three changes that the organization demand. And if organization has accepted these changes, organization has means organization decide that no, the changes are very important for us, then only the company, the managers will make their employees ready. Because some employees are there who are not ready for the changes at all. They are okay with their old methods, they are okay with their old technology. They don't want to change. They resist the change in that case. So implementation and operation of change management is what it is the process. It requires a lot of time, a good knowledge, and effort. So effortless activities are not counted. If more effort are there, then only the change management is required. So what are the approaches to change management? So different approaches are there. Different theories are given by different people. That why change management is necessary in the company. Why one should accept the changes in the company. So one is what first is the Levin change control management. So Levin change control management, what it says, the Kurt Levin, he was a German American psychologist and he is known as the founder of social psychology. He has also given the term group dynamics, where people should work in group. Now he said that three stages are required of change. What are the three stages? First is unfreeze, second is change, third is refreeze. Unfreeze means, okay, if you want to make your employees ready for the change, first you have to unfreeze them. Unfreeze means you have to prepare them for a desired change. Like for example, uh, okay, suppose this is the ice trails there. Now the ice is in the rectangle shape. Okay. If you want to change the shape of these ice cubes, so what you will do? First you will unfreeze them. Okay, unfreeze them. You will let it change in the liquid form. Okay, you will unfreeze them. After unfreezing them, these will be changed in the liquid form. Yes. Once these are changed in the solid to liquid form, then you will pour to another ice tray, which is of let's take an example, circle shaped. You need circle shaped ice cube. Okay. After that, you will solidify this. You will put it in the freezer again. Okay, so that it may solidify. It may come into the solid state again. So similarly, that we make our employees ready. First, we will unfreeze them. We will prepare them that no, we need this change in our company. How much important these changes are. Then we will change, then we will implement the desired change, we will implement the things which we want to change, and after that whatever changes have been occurred, those will be solidified, means these will be fixed for the next few years. So that is known as refreeze. So UCR, unfreeze, change, and then refreeze. Clear? Next is the McKinsey 7S model. So McKinsey 7S model means McKinsey has given the models, all the models are starting with S. So it basically says that how better one can achieve in the organization through the interaction of all these seven components, starting from S. So McKinsey 7S model refers to a tool that analyzes company's organizational design. So how the organizational design is there in the company, how effectiveness we can bring in the company through the help of these 7S factors. So some factors are hard elements, some are soft elements. What are hard elements? So strategy, structure, system. These are what? These are the hard elements. Means these you cannot change quickly. Can you change a strategy very frequently? Can you change the Yes. Can you change your strategy very quickly? No, you cannot change. If it is required, then only you will change. You cannot change it frequently. So strategy means what plans you are making to achieve your organizational goals from your present position to the new position. Structure, what it says, the way the organization is structured means how the organization is structured. What is the structure pattern of the organization? Means how many people are there? Okay, what work have been assigned to them? What are their roles? What are their responsibilities? To whom they have to report? Who is at the top? Who is at the bottom? This is the entire organization structure. Then system is what? That is the methods, the ways the company uses to achieve their objectives. So different methods are there, different ways are there, new different technologies are there through which the company can achieve their goals. So these are known as hard elements. Now soft elements are what? These are little bit flexible, like the shared values. If new people are there, they will come, they will give new values to the organization. Okay, they will share the values, they will share their ideas. So these are known as superordinate goals. Why shared values? Because the values they will see, if the company is having the value, how the value of the company, how the company has the value. Company has their value from their shareholders, from their owners, from their promoters, from their directors. Yes, if these are having the shared values, if these are sharing their goals, sharing their ideas, sharing their tips and tricks to each other, then only the value would be increased. So these are built over time, and the top management is responsible for honoring these values. Skills. So different skills of the person. So what is the competency level of the employees? Are your employee competent in technical skills? Are your employee competent in communication skills? Are your employee competent in persuasion skills? So different skills need to be developed in the employees. If they are lacking, then proper training is provided to them so that the skills may be developed. What is the style of the leadership? This we will study in directing chapter also. If your managers are very strict, then certainly you will not going to speak a lot from them. If your managers are very lenient, they are very supportive. So if even if the small problem you are having, you will share it with them. So leader and management approaches also decide the organizational structure. And staff means, do you have talent management? Do you have skilled staffs? Do you have unskilled staffs? Or do you have the staffs which can which can become best future leaders in your company? So what type of people you are having in your company? So some hard elements are there, some soft elements are there. McKinsey 7S model. Then next is the quarters 8 step of change. So quarters 8 step of change, what it says, first, it is important in the 8 steps, the quarter has identified that why changes is important. Okay, first you need to inform to your employees that we need such kind of change. Why we need this change? What is the importance of this change? What benefit we will get after changing all these things? That is being defined under 8 steps. So create urgency. Create urgency means make people feel that change is needed in your company. If you will accept, if you will implement these changes in your company, then what benefit you will get? So if we don't change, we may fall behind others. Then build a team, okay, get the people together, okay, inform them the changes, okay, inform them so that they can also believe in such changes. Make a clear vision what you want to achieve in future with these changes. If you are making in the company, if you have included such new changes, then what would be the benefit? What is your new vision and mission of the company? So create a simple goal or idea that shows where you want to go. Then share the vision, share it with everyone, not only few members, but all the people who are included in that particular company, who are the part of the company. Tell to everyone, communicate to everyone one in your clear words. Remove obstacle means whatever things are coming, okay, the bad circumstances are there or the problems that are coming into your way that are not letting you to accept the changes. So remove those obstacles. Make it easy for the people so that they can accept the changes. Give training if someone doesn't know how to work with new things. Obstacle means what? Like if you have added new technology in your company, any updated new technology, AI enabled technology. But in your company, no one knows how to use AI properly. No one knows how to do everything automate. So for that, it's your responsibility that you have to remove that obstacle. You have to remove that problem. So you have to provide better training so that they can use your technology well. And with that, the production level also increases. If they are skilled, if employees are skilled, then production will increase. Production will increase, so ultimately profit will be there. Then quick wins means get small success early, means show them with small examples, okay, so that the employees may feel confident that okay, we have achieved this target. So first work on the small fact, okay, make your small target, okay, make it achievable. If those are achievable, then employees will automatically they will be ready for new changes. Keep going, don't stop after small wins. So even if you have win anything, even if you have got a small success, then don't stop for that. Work for new ideas, work for a big success, and make the change permanent means make it stick. So after the changes has been adopted by everyone, so now solidify those changes, make it till your 5 years, till 10 years, until and unless you are again doing any kind of changes. So make that change permanent, make it the part of the everyone's life. Then next is all about the nudge theory. So nudge theory means nudge simply means a gentle push. See what does it say? Suppose I'm the manager, okay? I told you that, see, we are not making good profit in the company. It's not profitable from since 6 months, 7 months. So now I'm restructuring the entire company. I'm restructuring the company. I'm changing the organization pattern, okay, organizational hierarchy, and a new methods also will be adopted for doing the business. So if I come and if I just say like this to you, so you will become frightened. Okay, you will discuss, the discussions will be there. Okay, some will be ready to accept the changes, some will deny for the changes. But if I gently push you that no, we can do it. Okay, let's do 5%. First change 5%, then 15%, then 30%, then 40%. So little bit changes if we are doing, then it might happen that you can accept that thing. So nudge theory given by whom? Richard Thaler and as Sustain has given this nudge theory. This nudge theory says that a small suggestions or changes in the environment can influence the people behavior. So small changes, let's do first the small changes, okay, without forcing them, without insisting them to be a part of such change. If they will feel better, if they will feel okay that okay, we can accept this change, we can accept this fact, then only give them more work to accept the higher changes. So it says that a gently pushes people to make better decision, but the final choice is still theirs. So a gentle push is important. Okay, don't just give them the big task or the big activity. First show them. Okay, give them demo. Gently push them. Okay, small success. Provide them. Show them small success. Then only ultimately they will accept the new changes as well. So it consistently it says that a gently nudging means gently pushing someone as well as encouraging and motivating them to make a big change in the company. That is what the nudge theory says. Then next is the bridges transition model. So what does the bridges transition model? It says that see transition is what transition it is from internal and external both. So it explains how people they emotionally deal with the change. So change is what change is external. If any changes are happening, it is happening from external. But if the transition is happening, so it is happening from the internal. It is about how people let go of the old and accept the new. So it talks in three stages. Like first is the if you are if you want to do change management, if you want to if managers they want to make any kind of changes, so first what employee will feel, employee have to forget their old methods. Yes, after forgetting the old methods, now they are at the position where they know nothing because they have forgotten their old methods and they have to accept a new method. So they are at the neutral phase where they know nothing, they are nil. So again, two things will be there in these people. They will think two things that we have lost our old method. Now we have to adopt the new method. So the happiness will also be there that okay, we are accepting new method. We will learn something new in the company. And always they will have the fear that if not, I can accept the old method. What if I not perform well with the new method? So that is what they are at the neutral zone. So three stages of transition are there. First, ending, losing, letting go. People will feel fear. They will show anger. They will show sadness about leaving the old ways behind. After leaving the old ways, they are at the neutral zone, means they are uncomfortable because they know nothing. Okay, they are quite confusing to accept the new changes because new changes will be full of new ideas and learning. So some individuals they will be in the fear. Some individuals they will be happy to learn new ideas. And new beginning means when people they accept the change and they start feeling hopeful, energetic, and committed to the new way. So now it is what beginning of the new career. That is the bridges transition model. Next is what? Next is the EDCAR model. So EDCAR model, the full form is important. So it says first make your employees aware of the fact that why we need such change, why it is important for the company. Create awareness by giving them proper knowledge and skills. Okay, showing them that how much better we can make it. Okay, last year our ROI was this. After change management, might be our ROI will this. So create awareness. Desire means ask from your employees what they actually want, talk to them personally, okay, give show them the benefits, okay, before the new model and after the new technology. So give them the proper response, ask their responses what their desire are, what their choices are they ready to accept new changes. Give them proper knowledge. If they are lacking in any skills, provide them proper training, okay, develop their skills, develop their knowledge. Then see their ability. Are they capable enough to accept the changes? Ask, okay, give the feedback to them. Okay, set the goals and target. And next is reinforcement. That is the tracking the process. If they have performed good after change management, then give them the rewards. If not, then punishment is there. So positive feedback is for reward and negative feedback is for punishment. This is all about ITCAR model. So awareness, desire, knowledge, ability, reinforcement. Now, next is the Kubler-Ross five-stage model. Again, this is one of the model of change management. It basically describes how people deal with the change and the loss. They always have the loss. They always have the fear to lose their old methods. So the five stages are there. First is the denial. First, when individuals will come to know that new things are being uh, new things are being added in the company. So first they will deny. Okay, they will say no, we are not. We won't accept this new changes. So they will use defensive mechanism to reflect the change. If not, then the people will show their anger. Okay, they will show their anger to the managers that no, we don't want such changes. From denial and anger, the manager is not listening, then they will do the bargaining. Bargaining means they will try to convince the manager, they will try to find the midway solution to salvage the situation. then they will become depressed. Individual will become depressed that we don't have option. Only two options are there. If we want to be a part of this company, then we have to accept the changes. If not, then we have to leave the company. So people will lose hope, and at last, no option is there. Only one option is there to accept the new changes. That is what the Kubler-Ross five-stage model: denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. Next type of model comes, that is the Thomas Gilman conflict model. So this is basically when the conflict occurs in the company. If the people, their thought process are not matching, their opinions are not matching, definitely the conflict is there. The conflict is what? It is the clash when the disagreements happen. So Thomas Gilman has given how to resolve the conflict in the company. So for that, five different activities are there. So through competing, you can resolve the conflict through collaborating, through compromising, through avoiding, or accommodating. Competing means competing means fight on the matter. So only one can win, and it had better me. Like two people, they have the disagreement. Okay, so both of the people, they are competing with each other. They are trying to prove himself or herself correct. So only one can win, and it's better that I should win. So here, high assertiveness is there, low cooperation is there. Assertiveness means when you want to fulfill your desire, that is assertiveness. Cooperation means when you want to fulfill the other person's desire, that is cooperation. Collaborating means high assertiveness, high cooperation. So both of them, what they want, they are getting, they are fulfilling their needs 100%. That is collaborating. So assertiveness is also high, cooperation is also high. So we both can get what we need. Compromising means both of them will fulfill their 50% needs. So again, medium assertiveness, medium cooperation. So here, to find the midway solution. Okay, let's not fight with each other. Let's find a midway solution. So not your, not mine. Let's go with 50-50%. Avoiding simply means here you don't want to be the part of that conflict. You are avoiding the matter. You are saying, okay, let's talk it some other day. Okay, right now I'm busy, so we can talk on this matter in some other day. So here assertiveness is low, cooperation is also low. Here both are medium. And accommodating means when you are fulfilling the other person's desire. You are saying, okay, let's not fight. What you are saying, it is correct. Let's go with that. So, okay, let's just do it your way. So here you are cooperating more. Yes, so high cooperation is there, and your assertiveness is low. That is all about Thomas Gilman conflict model. All right. Any doubt to anyone so far? Clear? Any doubt to anyone till here? All right. Unit number third, that is all about staffing. Okay, so let's do few topics. All right. So what is staffing? Just now we have learned all about the five functions of management, and in that, next is what? First is planning, second is organizing, third is what? Third is staffing. So staffing simply means putting the right people at the right place. That this is the place. Now you have done the recruitment from all these people. After that, you have selected that this person is fit for this particular position. So that is what putting the right people at the right job. So in staffing, different activities are included. See, staffing means what? Staff plus ing is there. So ing is what? In any word, if ing is added, it becomes a process. So again, this is the process by it is the process of putting the right person at the right place. And how the person has to be put at the right place. So first the recruitment is done, then selection is there, After selecting one is induction program, that is the introduction program. Then the training and development programs are there. Then the individual will be promoted or demoted. The compensation is decided. Final, the performance appraisal is done. So all these activities are included in staffing. So recruitment is what it is the positive process and selection is what it is the negative process. Okay, why recruitment is a positive and selection is a negative process? Can anyone tell me? See, in recruitment, what you are doing, you are pooling a number of candidates. Okay, people have applied. Now you have recruited people. Okay, you have recruited all these candidates. Now you are examining their application forms, and from these you will select the people. So in recruitment, we are accepting all the candidates. That is why it is called positive process. And in selection, from the recruitment what you have done, now from these people you are eliminating the candidates. So this is what, that is why selection is known as negative, because here you are eliminating the candidate and in recruitment you are accepting all the candidates. So staffing, it has three facets of staffing is recruitment, selection, training and development. So recruitment means finding the potential applicants and encouraging them to apply to your company so that you can make a large candidate pool, and from that large candidate pool now you will choose the relevant candidate for your business, for your position. So recruitment is what it is positive, and selection means choosing the most appropriate candidate, and rest of the candidates you will eliminate, you will ignore them. So how you will select? Through interviews, through observation, through background check, through preliminary interviews. So all these are the ways through which candidate is selected. And at last you will provide the training and development program. So once they are selected, then you will provide the training programs, development programs so that you can enhance their skills. So remember, training is done for a short period of time. It is for specific activity, and development is for overall activity, and it is for future. It is for present, it is for future, and it is for long term. Again, training, it is a narrow scope. It has a broader scope. These are few keywords of training and development. Now, so in recruitment, what is the recruitment? Staffing, it is the process of hiring individuals who are most qualified, and recruitment is finding the potential applicants for job and encouraging them to apply so that you can make a large pool of candidates. So what is the process of recruitment? Okay, so see in this the selection is also the final, how the candidates will be selected. So the selection process is also included in this. So first you will see that is there any need of hiring the candidate? Do we actually need to hire any candidate, or we can manage it from our people only? So first determining the need of hiring. If yes, we need to hire the candidate, actually we need to hire the candidate, then the company will make the recruitment strategy. So what should be included? What are the strategy, how the planning should be done for the recruitment? After that, company will prepare their GD. JD means that is all about the job. What is the job? What are the roles one has to perform? What are the responsibilities? Where the actual job will be, the job location, everything. Then publicize that position on different sites. Candidate will start submitting their application forms. You will examine the application. The company will examine the application through HR. Then a telephonic interview will be there that, okay, we are impressed with your application forms. We want to schedule uh, one interview with you. Can you please tell me at what time you are available, at what time you are free? So this is how the interview is done, the telephonic interview is done. Then final interviews conducted. Then candidates are evaluated, checked on the basis of different parameters. Then background check is done. Final, the decision is made. Then references is checked. Okay. Then employment letter is being offered to the candidate. Candidate is hired in the company, and then the candidate is finally onboarded in the company. So onboarding of the candidate is done. So this is how all the process are involved in recruitment. Next is what? Next is the types of recruitment. Okay, so let's keep it here only. And tomorrow we'll continue with the types of recruitment. Any doubt to anyone so far till here? Any doubt either on YouTube or in the paid classes? All right. Okay, so we'll continue from types of recruitment tomorrow. And tomorrow I'll start lecture number 2 also. All right. Okay, so I'm concluding this session and I'll upload the PDF, okay, after the session gets over. And one request from you all, those who are watching on YouTube, then they can subscribe the channel if they have not done yet. And this is the Telegram group. Okay, you can join the Telegram. This is my group. And this is the Telegram group of the Oliveboard. So both of the group you can join by scanning the QR code. And if you have not yet enrolled in our capsule batches, those are watching on YouTube, do enroll now. Okay, we have five lectures more, 4 lectures more to complete. Okay, so thank you all for watching this session. And those who are watching on paid class, give me your ratings and your feedback. So how you feel the session was, and don't forget to give your ratings. All right, so let's meet tomorrow. The timing will be same, that is 7 p.m. in the evening. So we will be doing lecture number 2. Yes, in 360-degree study kit, you will be getting everything. The flashcards, okay, the for quick revision, the summary is given. Then you can practice some of the questions also. Okay, the test is also there. Small test is also provided. So everything is provided to you 360, but that will be uploaded 2-3 hours later. So after the session gets over, after 2-3 hours. Okay, not instantly. It will be not uploaded instantly. So after 2-3 hours, if you will see the session, then you will see the 360-degree format also. Okay, check. Bye bye everyone. Take good care of yourselves. Let's meet tomorrow at 7 p.m. And yes, kindly subscribe the channel, those who are watching on YouTube. Okay. And don't forget to like the session. If you feel sessions are beneficial to you, then kindly hit the like button. So let's meet 7 p.m. tomorrow. Bye bye everyone. No, no, it is included in the package only. You have taken the course now, it's included in the package. So after 2-3 hours, visit the courses patch again. You will see the 360-degree study kit. All right. Okay. Bye bye everyone. Good night.